Hey Cryptid fans, it's me, Brian again. Heading out on another little mini adventure, I guess you could say. My brother and I are headed over to a wildlife management area that has, that I know of personally, and I'm sure there's more, 4 sightings. I would say 3 of them were in the last 7 years. And this is a big woody area. It's really, really woolly. I mean, it's thick stuff. And there's waters and creek flow in there. And I've been there. I've kind of skirted the outskirts of it. But honestly, to get down into the deep part of it, the part where people just don't go, there's only one way in. And that's with a kayak or a canoe. My brother James and I are headed up there right now. Got the kayak loaded on the top. We are ready to go do some scouting. Yeah, it's beginning of September and it's still hot as hell, and it's kind of ridiculous. My car says it's 90 degrees, so yep, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sweat fest. And we're just going to get over it, you know. We're going to get over it. Got to get out there. It's about to drive me crazy. This has been a long, hot summer, and I haven't been able to get out and do stuff. It's been good for doing research, you know, on the computer and everything. You know, you can do that, but come winter time, that's when the fat boys are the most active. I like to get out and go camping and stuff during the winter time. So we're going to head out there. We're going to take a look. I've just about had enough of this sitting at home crap. I think most of you squatchers would agree with me. It's just, you know, it's just too hot. You go out there and you try to camp out. Good gravy, man. You just lay there and just pour sweat in your tent or your hammock or whatever you're doing. So unless you've got a little trailer, you know, a little camper or something with air conditioning, you're kind of, I don't know, you're just suffering. Well, anyway, when we get back out there, we'll get our kayaks, and my brother's got his canoe. You believe he's got a dang trolling motor? That's almost cheating. But anyway, I've got my kayak, so we're going to go out there and we're going to head downstream for a little while, and then we're going to make a left and we're going to head upstream. We'll see how that goes. Supposedly, there's a primitive campsite back in there that I guess the rangers or whatever use for hunting, camping or whatever. There's literally, it's on the map, we've seen it on the map, but there is no roads whatsoever going back in there. So anyway, if we're going to go back in there and do some Squatch overnight camping later on in the year, we're going to have to scout it out, find it, maybe drop a pin on the GPS so that we can go back more than once. Tonight, if we stay late, I may do some knocking, and we're going to see if that happens, see if anything comes into the knocking. I'll probably start doing some recording. And well, looks like we are here. What do you think? Does it look squatchy enough for you? We're going to be heading that way. We're heading out. You can kind of see what we're heading into. What do you think? Squatchy? So we've decided we're gonna take us another break. We came to a fork in the river. Found this really good looking spot over there that might be a really good winter camp area. Back over in here. Looks like if you fella was to come in here and, you know, in the winter time and kill all the bushes and stuff, you know, you might be able to go back in there and make yourself a really nice little camping area right here on this fork. We're going to be heading up that direction, and it's still pretty hot, but honestly it's not so bad once you get acclimated to it a little bit. But having fun. The wind is picking up, actually, strangely enough. And no, we haven't seen any Sasquatches, so I don't know. They're around here somewhere. Pretty decent woods. So we're getting back up in here now. We came across this fishing line, jug line, bank line, whatever you want to call it. And this whole area right here has got broken trees and markers all in through there. It's just, to me, it's just peculiar. I mean, I can see at least 10 of them back in here. As a matter of fact, the broken trees are what attracted my attention. Yeah. It's broken. Fresh, huh? Hold on. Yeah, here's the one that Jimmy was talking about. Still got leaves on it. You can kind of see there's another one over there. There's another one further down. It's almost like they're setting up a barrier. Property line. I don't know. This is what we've been looking for. Nasty stiff, although I didn't come here to stay clean. Well, Jimmy and I made it up here to the campsite. See it over here. It's all overgrown, which I don't know if they come out here and it's a hunting campsite. Maybe right before deer season they come out and clean it up on a boat or something. I don't know, but we have found multiple campsites, which was our goal to begin with. So we are going to head back. The problem is we're every bit of 4 hours into this journey, and I think we have about an hour left to daylight. And I didn't bring my regular glasses. lot of interesting stuff happened to us. So on the way back, we made it to the campsite, if you could call it that. And on our way back, not entirely unsure that we weren't followed out. We could hear something moving in the trees and breaking branches, stuff like that. It wasn't anything really huge, like tree shaking or any vocals or anything, but there was one time Jimmy and I both swore we heard a growl. And but the way out was actually very exciting. We saw a lot of deer. We saw some otter, which I think my brother got some video footage of. We saw an owl. Really good habitat down there. It was a really beautiful time. The only thing that was really the problem is we greatly underestimated how much time it was going to take to get there. And that's probably my fault. So we get down there and the sun starts setting on us and we're on our way back, and I realize I don't have a light and my phone died. I don't know if you noticed that, but my phone actually died on me while I was trying to do some recording. Anyway, we ended up going all the way back. And we made it, of course. You can tell you're watching this video, but holy moly, it got really, really dark. Jimmy had his phone, but that was the only light we had, and and I had my stupid prescription sunglasses on, so I couldn't hardly see anything. And you know, before anybody thinks that was really that dangerous, it really wasn't, because we had the light of the stars, but we were just paddling, or I was paddling in my kayak, and if we bump into a log or something, it wasn't really that big a deal. I think the main thing is you just needed to slow down, and kind of just slowed our progress down a little bit. But we got there. Well, I tell you what, I was never so glad to see that bank that we came down on. But yeah, it was really weird. And we were going to stay and do some tree knocks and stuff like that, but man, by the time we got back, I don't know what in the hell is going on, but there was so many gnats and bugs and moths and millers. I actually went and got my face mask that I have to wear at work, and I put that thing on just so I wouldn't breathe bugs. It was absolutely terrible. And my brother and I had thought about spending the night, but we kind of had to call it quits, because, man, the bugs were just too bad. I mean, they were so bad, I was breathing in bugs. So we had to put, stuff over our mouth to keep from breathing them in. And, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Man, I'm ready for the first freeze, I'm here to tell you. Well, anyway, we found a lot of good habitat. We heard a lot of weird stuff. Got to see a lot of really cool wildlife. Had a really good day. I am pretty sure that tomorrow morning my arms and back are going to be really sore, because it was very easily 4.5, 5 hours in. Yeah, that's a lot of paddling for an old fat man. Anyway, all right. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll be going back there as soon as it gets cold. And hopefully the next time I go out there, I'll be in a boat with a motor. Yeah.